I'm here with Wesley head coach Mike Drass as we get ready for this week's game against Menlo. And, Coach, let's head back to Selma, Alabama. And first of all, after the game on Saturday, the kids got a chance to experience a little bit of the history to Selma.
Yeah, and it was it was something we had a plan we wanted to do. Even their coaches helped us plan it out. Getting down there Friday, we really couldn't do it because we didn't get in until after 7:30, almost 8 o'clock Friday night. So, but then the game was at 12, and we thought, well, it should be over by 3, and we'd have an opportunity after the game, to go over to the Pettis Bridge and have our kids kind of get a feel, for what happened there in 1965, and the civil rights movement, and the Bloody Sunday, and the world kind of saw that happen, and that helped change voting rights for everybody.
When you look at the trips that Wesley has taken over the years, has this been kind of one of the things you've been able to take advantage of with the unique travel schedule that you've had to get these kind of lessons off the field to help your team out a little bit?
Well, we have, in 2007, we were able to go down to Montgomery, Alabama, and see the Civil Rights Museum, and you go to different areas. Nothing culturally, but we're Friday afternoon after we practice, we're going to take a tour of the Stanford University Stadium. Eat on Stanford's campus. It's not the same powerful message that we got at the Pettis Bridge, but it's something different and gives them a chance to see a different part of the country.
Well, let's talk about the football game on Saturday. That was a tough, rugged first half. The Concordia Selma certainly gave you guys all you wanted in that first half of play before you guys were finally able to grind them down in that second half.
Without question. I mean, they had a couple players, a defensive end and an inside linebacker that were controlling the line of scrimmage, and I thought they did a great job doing, and we were able to shorten the field on them a little bit. Defensively, we played well, and we were able to get a couple turnovers, and give our offense a couple opportunities. And then in the second half, we were able to, I thought, even though as hot as it was, we were in pretty good condition, for 88 degrees down there and that humidity. And that was good to, kind of turn it on in the third quarter.
On the defensive side, you ended with 5 interceptions, one of them from Joe Brown, who's made some great plays on special teams this year, but stood up and made a nice defensive play for you as well this week.
Joe is playing great football, and we have 4 corners that are all quality players, and, we'll continue to rotate those guys and hope they keep making big plays. We're real proud of Joe and what he's done for our program. After the game, we were talking to him, and he said that was his first interception. I said, I know. I said, well, how many did you have in high school? And he goes, that was my first interception. So, junior high, weight ball, everything. That was Joe's first interception. Comes his senior year in Alabama, so we're real proud of him.
On the offensive side, Jamar Baynard out of Middletown continues to put up impressive numbers, and just a sophomore. What have you seen from him and his progression this year? He's really become a weapon, not just in the run game, but also in the pass game. Yeah,
without question. Jamar is a leader on our offense and just somebody that, he just doesn't make mistakes. I think he's a leader by example. He's somebody when the run game is not working, and believe me, they did some things to take away the inside run on us, and a lesser back could come off the sideline and get upset, and he's the first guy to pat people on the butt on the offensive line and say, hey guys, let's get it next series. And I think that he is one of the finest, not just running backs, but one of the finest young men we've ever had at that position.
Do you think it makes it special that we are talking about a Middletown kid right up the road up Route 13, able to keep it local in a program that you guys have had some success with Delaware players over the years?
And we thank Coach Del Percio for that, and we've been very fortunate with a number of guys from Middletown who've come here and had great success.
Well, we look ahead now to this week's game against Menlo, a game that was very tight, very physical here in Dover last year. Of course, the second trip out to the West Coast to Menlo. Talk about the challenges. I know the offense is a little different than when we were out there in 2012 and they were running that fly sweep, but now more of a kind of a ground and pound attack.
Without question, they like that Stanford type of offense, and they're happy to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's a successful play for them. When they're moving the ball on the ground, that opens things up for their play action, and counter pass. they're, you hit it right on the head. They're a physical football team. This is not a situation where our team's going out there thinking that they're not in for a fight. We're definitely going to be in for, a physical game. And we need to be in a situation here where mentally and physically we're focused on the task at hand, and that's winning a football game.
Defensively, what challenges do they pose for your offense?
Well, I mean, certainly they're going to stunt and blitz. And, last year, the first play of the game, they did a stunt and brought another guy off the corner and, knocked Joe into the seats. And that affected our offense the rest of the day. And we have to be ready. We got to see those things, and we got to pick up those things, and we got to protect our quarterback. And then we got to be able to, play for 4 seconds and create rush lanes. And, if you can do that, then good things are going to happen.
Well, best of luck out here in California today, and good luck getting that win number 7.
Let's go. Let's get a win.